Welcome to Facts for Real Videos YouTube channel. In this video we are talking about top 10 history facts that school never taught you. History is a positive thing. It allows people to learn their history and their heritage. But what happens when you remember that you don't know all of your past? We've all studied a bit of culture, world history, education, documentaries, and so on. But what if I told you the story you were familiar with isn't complete? And what if I told you a story you weren't taught at school? It's close to the myths you've heard in the science class when you're in school. These are actual facts, history facts, some of which may sound unbelievable, but they are true, just because they have been left out of the curriculum. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon. Let's start the video. Number 10. The Vikings were the first to discover America. You heard in school that Christopher Columbus was right to conquer America. But what if I told you that some 500 years before the great Columbus, Viking chief Leif Erikson first landed on Newfoundland in 1000 BC? The Vikings also found Labrador, north of Canada, after they had found and settled in the now Americas. And there is increasing acceptance of the view that the descendants of Native American people were the first humans to discover and settle the Americas. The Vikings don't get credit for discovering America because the descendants of Native Americans got there before them. Number 9. The longest year in human history. Using the best astronomy and mathematics of the time, Caesar tinkered the old Roman calendar to make it fit the reality of the solar year. That's the year of 365 days, plus a few hours, that we take for granted today. We still divide it into 12 months, and still call them by their Roman names. But to begin this new measure of time, Caesar declared a transitional year of 445 days. It was known as the last year of confusion. People began the year 46 making plans in the usual way, but suddenly they were told the year would have 3 additional months. Imagine how that could affect your mortgage. From classes, you've learned a year that's 365 days or 366 in any leap year. Yet you know there's been a year of longer days. It was 46 BC, the longest year in human history, with 445 long days. That particular year was nicknamed Annus Confusionis, or Year of Confusion. This is because the year had 2 extra leap months inserted by Julius Caesar. This was in an attempt to match his newly formed Julian calendar with the seasonal year. Number 8. Hitler helped design the Beetle. The Beetle was indeed the result of Adolf Hitler's plan to build a reliable car that hard-working German families could afford. He met with car designer Ferdinand Porsche in 1935 to set his plan into motion. The Beetle is a very popular car, but what most people don't know is that General Adolf Hitler designed it. The Beetle was planned as part of Hitler's People's Vehicle Initiative. A car expert says he has tracked down Hitler's favorite Mercedes to a garage near the town that helped the Austrian-born Führer become a German citizen. Number 7. The war lasted only 38 minutes. The little-known Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 is generally considered to be the shortest war in history, lasting for a grand total of 38 minutes. The story begins with the signing of the Heligoland-Zanzibar Treaty between Britain and Germany in 1890. Wars take a long time, some 2 years, some of them like the Congo Wars. But a particular war is known as the shortest war ever. Yeah, it's only been fought for 38 minutes. And you might wonder why it was even started in the first place. The war was waged between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896, and was dubbed the Anglo-Zanzibar. Britain won the fight, and it was only because of who was going to ascend the Sultan's throne in Zanzibar. Number 6. Dentures were formerly real human teeth. According to Spielman, human teeth had been used in dentures for at least a century before the Battle of Waterloo, and were routinely culled from battlefields since at least the French Revolution in the late 1700s. Incredible, but history is a reality. The dentures you know today were made of dead soldiers' teeth before the 19th century. After the Battle of Waterloo, dentists saved the battlefield and took the teeth of thousands of fallen soldiers. At the time, they were used to make dentures for toothless rich men. Number 5. Urine was used as mouthwash. Importing bottled urine became so popular that the Emperor Nero taxed the trade. The ammonia in urine was thought to disinfect mouths and whiten teeth, and urine remained a popular mouthwash ingredient until the 18th century. Human urine was used as a mouthwash in ancient Rome. This was simply because the urine contained ammonia, which was then a very strong natural cleaner. Number 4. Slats have been used as flycatchers in Egypt. Egyptians wanted dominion over their kingdoms and would alter political and social ideas to benefit their economic state. The existence of slavery not only was profitable for ancient Egypt, but made it easier to keep power and stability of the kingdoms. The pharaohs of ancient Egypt used their captives as flycatchers. This was done by having the slaves lathered or dipped in honey, which attracted the flies and killed the flies. They were treated as people and had the right to private property. There were even cases of slaves marrying Egyptian women. The Egyptologist notes, this means that they were not stigmatized or commonly despised. Number 3. The rich Sparta, where nobody did any work. Sparta's economy relied on farming and conquering other people. Sparta didn't have enough land to feed its entire population, so Spartans took the land they needed from their neighbors. Because Spartan men spent their lives as warriors, Sparta used slaves and non-citizens to produce needed goods. The Spartans of ancient Sparta were so wealthy that no one had to work. During their classic period, Sparta was a very rich nation. They were so rich that when a boy reached adulthood, he was also given a farmland and slaves to helot. Number 2. Caesar was stabbed 23 times. A group of as many as 60 conspirators decided to assassinate Caesar at the meeting of the Senate on March 15, the Ides of March. Collectively, the group stabbed Caesar a reported 23 times, killing the Roman leader. The death of Julius Caesar ultimately had the opposite impact of what his assassins hoped. You already know about Julius Caesar and his assassination, but you've forgotten that he's been stabbed 23 times. Caesar was assassinated on March 14, 44 BC by his fellow Roman senators, led by his best friend Brutus. During his murder, Caesar was stabbed 23 times before eventually giving in to his wounds. Number 1. Alexander the Great was accidentally buried alive. The fearsome military genius succumbed to a rare disease that left him paralyzed for 6 days, gradually robbing him of his ability to move, speak, and breathe, claims a new study. It means the ancient Macedonian ruler was likely still alive while his loyal soldiers prepared his body for burial in 323 BC. After Alexander already had his many conquests, he fell ill and died in 323 BC. Yet for 6 days, his body did not rot or decay. It was said that he was only paralyzed and aware when he died. This is the result of what modern science calls Guillain-Barré disorder, a neurological disorder. It's true, that's a fact for real. This is all about the video. I hope that you like the video. Make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching and have a good day.